see Stainer Laney here.
She is here.
Okay.
She is.
Oh, they're staying near. Oh, I sense some awkwardness over there.
Yeah.
Number 16, Stainer Laney is. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that directed toward me or to you?
Talk about stink eye.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I will definitely not call out Stainer Laney one more time at all during the tournament.
Don't say Stainer Laney's
Let's not
name.
say Stainer Laney at all. Number 16, Stainer Laney is definitely not happy with us.
Definitely not.
But hey, we are glad that some of the All-Stars are here supporting the B-sides. Of course, we see No Gus, No Glory. I believe it was an alternate ref. I see Pippa Raygun wandering around there. Of course, we didn't mention Stainer Laney is here.
Looks like we're getting started again.
Yep, moving into jam number 2. This is Sugar Crush out with the Jammer Star for New England. And this may be Trixie. I'll get clarification here when there's a break. Jamming for Rockin City.
Looks like another star pass here.
Wow. Wow. I better catch up on these.
Was called.
I better catch up on some of these shout-outs here. Good, a shout out here for Firefighter from the Northeast. I guess that's New England. This is from Granddad. Have a great time thinking of you and smiling. So 16-0 game. Annihilator out there versus Cinnamon Roller.
Jam number 3.
Annihilator picking up lead for Rocket City now.
We've got Cinnamon Roll working through that wall
McNugget,
and through.
McNugget working some defense at the top of the pack.
Cinnamon Roll is through, making their first pass. And Cinnamon Rolls is through.
Yeah, Cinnamon Roller, I believe, is going to be called off in a track cut. Oh, I don't think that's even. Oh, no, okay. So it's a power jam now in the hands of Annihilator. Cinnamon Roller exited the track and re-entered in the middle of the pack. That's going to be a track cut. And a 20-point jam by Annihilator with 30 seconds left on the period on the jam clock still.
And here comes Cinnamon Roller back in the game.
Highest scoring jam so far of the day by number 111 Annihilator. 24 points on the board.
Nice jam.
New England still at 0. Rockin City up 40 points. Revolver out the jam for Rockin City. And Ghostgate with the star for the Nautical Nightmares.
Number 39. Moving to the penalty box.
Yeah, Revolver with a track cut. So Ghostgate picking up lead for the Nautical Nightmares.
And through the pack. Oh, and now.
Oh, okay.
Ghostgate.
Yeah, matching track cuts here
There
for our
we go.
jammers.
Yep.
So we're going to go for 2 minutes. No chance of a call off.
No lead jammer. Yep.
Okay, both jammers serving their time for their track cuts, and they're back in. So far, our jam is scoreless.
Good. And the jam is called.
Yeah, matching 4 points here on
No,
both sides.
Jam is not called. Okay. Here comes Revolver around again. Those skates working their way through.
Every now and then, Drusifer sneaks in a candid photograph.
Ghost Skate made their way through. And the jam is called.
New England does have some points, but it's the 12-point run by Rockin City, 52-8.
New England gets on the board with 8, yep. So, Carnage, this is my first time announcing.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
So if I make a few mistakes, please be gentle with me.
Well, you really can't go wrong. We just...
Well, you can.
You can.
I will, and I'll try not to.
Okay, so we don't want to give away a jam. Like,
Right.
you don't want to talk about where a star pass is
Right.
during the star pass.
Oh, yeah.
No profanity.
Oh, no.
These are children.
Yes.
It's no code of conduct violations. Not that I ever think you would do that. I assume most people
you
who
don't
want
know
to.
me very well,
Oh
though.
no! Listen, when I'm not at Junior Derby, I am a different vocabulary altogether. Sometimes it's just necessary. But hey, look, I believe that being a parent of not staying near Laney, we kind of know what we can and can't say here at an event like this. So
That's right. We've
Yes.
got Slamilton with an 8-point jam. Slamilton.
yeah, we did see a star pass there for New England, but they were scoreless in that jam, and a +8 for Rockin City.
There you go.
Sour Power back out here on the line for Rockin City, and Moxie's with the star for the Nautical Nightmares.
Is that plural, Moxie? Moxie.
Moxies.
Plural.
Let's see what the
Moxies.
roster says.
All right.
Well, the roster has a single Moxie.
All right.
Let's see what the jersey says. Let's see when
Jersey.
we're gonna see what the back of 777's jersey says here. I believe it's a single Moxie.
It's a single
Yeah.
Moxie.
Well, we can blame the officials for that.
It's a 4-point jam.
To clarify, not the referees. Never would never do that. $60-point game, 68-8 in favor of Rockin City, and we're still very early in this game.
Absolutely. It's wide open.
Okay, we believe. Okay, I'm hearing Tricks over on the bench.
Tricks. All right. Tricks it is.
And Tricks is lead coming into a Nightmares wall.
And the jam is called. A 4-point jam. Now, Carnage, where is New England mostly based in? Where are
Well,
they mostly from?
I know that they're kind of spread out around the Massachusetts and New Hampshire area.
Okay.
I was at their league about 2 years ago, and it was in Manchester, New Hampshire, I believe.
Okay.
Now, they share that region with another team called Northeast Uprising, and we know Northeast as well.
Yes.
So Those are, yeah, I believe they're more or less in the same region.
Got it.
But I know that, like, well, Naya, for instance, is in Massachusetts, but I know that there are some who are in New Hampshire as well. I'd imagine they're kind of all over. They're all within a couple hours of each other, I would think.
Got it.
I don't think they have a specific home region, though. I could very well be wrong, so I don't want to speak for them.
That was a 3-point jam. Rocket City holding a lead.
Looks like this is Annihilator out on the jammer line. And Ghost Skate jamming for New England. And last time Annihilator was out, we saw Annihilator with a 24-point run.
Annihilator's through.
Yeah, first 4 points of the jam
Here
now by
comes-
Annihilator.
Here comes Ghost Skate. Ghost Skate's through the pack. And the jam is called off.
A shout out here for Coach Sid and Sinner of the Rebels, from the Rebels parents. Thank you for coaching our kiddos and representing Texas. We love you. I have a pile of shout outs here I have been neglecting, and I apologize for that. We'll get them read for you.
Oh, Cinnamon Rolls is recycled to the back. And Trix is through.
I will get the clarification on that name as soon as there's a moment.
And oh, Cinnamon Roller making their way around.
All right, Rebels with a 4-point jam. They're at 83, New England 8. Oh, I better catch up. Oh, this is just one. Okay. We'll put it underneath the pile. Hey, the dollar shout-outs are helping us a lot. We appreciate that. Please keep them coming. Make it exciting for our kids and everybody who's here, the shout-outs that they deserve.
And buy your shout out over at the Philly merch table. Can't miss it. Over by the bleachers. They're only $1. Get your holler.
See, I never would have thought to say that.
There you go.
Look at that. I got a catchphrase I can credit you for now.
Coming around the bend. Woo! Nice.
Yeah. Nice hop by Wicked Butterfly.
Ooh, wicked.
Let's get a shout out here for Sour Power from the Rebels. This is from Megan. Sour Power is sweet and sour, but watch out for the sugar crash because she's coming in hot.
Nice.
Now, over by our merch table, of course, is our raffle baskets. I know that there's some gear and some Derby merchandise up there as well in those baskets, so take part in that.
And a very nice jersey made by Skate Free or
Oh.
Die. It's gorgeous.
I'm going to have to
Take a look.
take part in that. I know we did that a few weeks ago here, a Hoagie Roll, and Biohazard took that jersey home, or took down the winning ticket, I should say.
So nice. All right, no lead jammer. No lead jammer yet. Nobody through the pack. We got 2 jammers. Great defense. Great defense. Ah, we got a jammer through. It's Fireflyer taking lead jam here.
Yeah, New England with the
Looking
lead.
good. Number 17.
Completed star pass over to Revolver, number 39. And Fireflyer goes for the call-off.
Picking up 4 points there on that last jam.
Okay,
for New
so
England.
New England breaking that run of scoreless jams. They were at 12, Rebels 87.
Right out of the gate, we see Sour Power right through.
See, that shout out made a difference because Sour Power now is our lead jammer.
I tell you, these shout outs, they work.
They're magical.
They are. Sour Power through again. Picking up some points there, Sour Power. And Moxie's not too far behind.
Oh, yep. Moxie took a spill, crashed into the legs of an opponent, so there's going to be that low block. It's going to take a New England skater off.
Rebels picked up 4 points there. Score is 91 to 12. Got about 12 and a half minutes left in this first half. We got Jam 13 kicking off here. Another Tricks and Moxie matchup. That defense is holding.
Yeah, Moxie's still in the box. That low block
Moxie's
called late.
in the box.
Yep, late in that last jam.
Right. And here comes Moxie back out.
Okay, and Tricks with a call-off. As the Rebels are creeping just under that 100-point mark. Good shot of here for KW Killa of Rockin City. Don't worry about them. Worry about how good and better you are than them. Love, Tori.
That was a lot of words.
It's a lot of words there.
That was...
Keeping us busy at the announcer table, that's for sure.
Ooh, HK staying right in there. I saw that.
I'm not sure I could pull off playing derby in cargo shorts, though. I would definitely would fall down and rip those. Nice defense, though, by HK, bringing Sour Power to the back.
And the jam is called.
Looks like that's going to be scoreless for New England and a +4 for the Rebels. They're at 103 now. New England 12. Shout out for Amaya Geddon from the Rebels. Represent San Antonio, Texas. Again, big thank you for coming from Texas all the way to Philadelphia.
That is a trip.
I wonder if the heat that we've had is any match for what Texas is used to over the past couple of days. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Green
Number
Eggs and
one.
Slam picking up lead for the Nautical Nightmares.
Number 1. Slamilton's behind. Let's see what happens. How's this defense? Walls. I see the triads forming. Slamilton's through.
Ooh.
Green Eggs and Slam calls off the jam. Sam, I am. Gage, where do you travel here from?
I am just west of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
That's not close.
It's not bad. Even if I take the back roads to avoid the horrendous tolls on the turnpike,
That's right.
it's still just under 2 hours. It's not bad at all. From a town called New Cumberland, it's just on the other side of Harrisburg. It's easier to say Harrisburg because everybody can use that as a reference point.
There you go. You near Hershey Park?
About 10 minutes away from it.
Ah.
Yeah. This is Hershey season. Everyone's
Yes, it
there.
is.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be out there next week.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the 717. Get that. Tricks called off on a track cut.
In the penalty box. That means we've got Cinnamon Roller. They've been matched up quite a bit this whole half. Cinnamon Roller's got an opportunity here to pick up some points. Lead Jammer.
A nice block by Battle Aid on the outside, bringing Cinnamon Roller to the back.
Trix is back in, getting recycled back.
Yeah, Cinnamon Roller called off though on a track cut, I believe, before that block was even started.
And here comes Trix. No more lead jammer here. Got about 18 seconds left in the jam. And good defense there. Good line of defense. Here comes Cinnamon Roller back in.
Serving that time for that track cut, and that jam is over.
That was that a scoreless jam?
Looks like, nope. Judge Double
No.
Wapner, I believe, is holding up 4. Each jam ref holding up 4.
4 and
so
4,
It
all
is.
right.
It is going to be a wash, though.
Yeah.
Shout out here going to Battle Aid from Rockin City Rebels. Thank you. Go get 'em, Texas forever. This is number 111 Annihilator, jamming for the Rebels and his lead jammer.
See New England making that defensive wall there.
Oh.
And 111's through.
Yeah, Annihilator's through with 4 points. New England has Locomotive out there, but Locomotive taken out of bounds and forced to the back.
Locomotive working that.
Yeah, Locomotive went out of bounds there and recycled on the track, earning that track cut.
Annihilator's coming around.
Recycling was the correct thing to do, but do not do it on the track. Does not undo the cut.
And Annihilator's through. I see that New England defense forming. Learned a new word about waterfall. The
Oh, yes.
waterfall line of defense. And
We saw Revolver.
Rebels call it off. Yep.
We saw Revolver working some offense, breaking up that New England wall.
Yeah. And that's a defense term, that waterfall.
Yes.
That's a defensive term of
Basically,
stopping that.
yeah,
jammer from
basically it's like
coming
a
through.
revolving kind of quickly reforming your wall up at front, kind of like one that, yeah, it's hard to explain from, at least from my standpoint.
Well, I like the word. It's a waterfall
It's-
of defense.
It's
I
a
like
very
it.
quick action.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it. Oh, Slamilton staying in. Ooh, good footwork. Coming around the bend.
Yeah, it's over a 100-point game now. Slamilton, lead jammer.
And breaking through. We've got Moxie coming out of the box. Back on track. And Slamilton coming back around. Calling off the jam. Got about 3 minutes left in this half. That was an 8-point jam, I believe.
Yep, 8-0 there in favor of the Rebels. They're at 135. Yeah. New England, 19.
We are in the 20th jam. And
yeah, Sour Power breaking out right away with lead.
Sour Power Sugar Crush makes me hungry for some candy. That was quick. What happened there? That was a
quick 4-0 with a call off.
Quick jam.
Yeah. We are down to about 2 minutes to our first half, so I think the whole first half kind of flew by.
Yes, sir.
120-point game, though, right now. Riot Girl versus Fire Flyer out there.
There's a lot of R's in that girl.
Yeah, and there's a Riot Girl, and then there is a, let's see, Radium Girl.
Radium
and I'm going to get those two confused.
Nope.
Nice four-wall by the Rebels, turning into a tripod.
We got Riot Girl recycled back. And we've got Fire Flyer through the pack, calling the jam. 4 points gained.
Yeah, that jam was going to be a wash. Nothing gained on that jam.
Nothing gained, nothing lost.
We've got time to squeeze probably one more jam out of our first half.
Very few timeouts this half.
Oh, you did it.
Did I just...
Welcome to the announcer's curse. The old legend of the announcer's curse.
This the last jam, do you think?
Well, depending on when this is called off,
yep.
I think it might be.
We'll see. We'll see. It's always interesting.
KW Killa. Yeah.
And we've got...
And this might be KW's first time out the gym. I don't remember seeing this name at all.
I feel like
number
we
113.
had a KW Killa out earlier.
Okay.
Once before, maybe. Coming in fast.
Well, KW does have those 4 points.
Cinnamon Rollers out there. Through the pack. Cinnamon Roller. And that takes us to intermission.
All right, so we're going to take a 15-minute break. Great time to go visit our merchandise table, get those dollar shout-outs. I still have at least half a dozen here.
You got a stack.
We are backed up on shout-outs, but hey, back us up some more because those directly support our Philly Juniors, so we can have tournaments like this amazing Battle of the B-Sides. Take part in our raffles. We're going to call those at some point this weekend. I'm not sure it'll be today or tomorrow. But, hey, we're going to take a break. We'll come back to you in about 15 minutes.
And thanks to all the live stream people out there in the virtual world. We know you're out there. Thanks for watching.
All right.
I got a little tangled up about
Boone. Rachel Boone.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
At least that's the name I knew her under.
I would not know that.
What's that?
I would not know that. So they eloped. That's why I don't know her maiden name. They got married in Vegas by an Elvis. True story.
I don't think she hasn't skated in a couple of years now. It's not.
No, but she loves that Lainey skates.
Oh, yeah.
Loves it. They go to town when they see each other. It's like a love fest. They're so cute.
I didn't know. She's still in the area? I didn't.
She is.
Okay.
She had a kid.
Yes.
Her kid was like 7 or 8 maybe. It was delightful.
So,
And then my nephew sort of, it's not my nephew's kid. He's sort of adopted a little bit.
so it happened about 6 years ago. I was home. I stayed at her place? No, I was there for a couple hours. She invited me, and she's like, yeah, I got this 2-year-old. She's a tornado. But she left in this
That's so crazy. And we're back. Are we back?
Yes, we are back to second half.
And we're back.
I have a massive pile of shout-outs. We're not ignoring these. We'll get them done. We're going to have to be more proactive about them at lineup times here. Look at this. We are jammer on jammer now. New England, though, picking up lead with the Green Eggs and Slam in control. And Green Eggs calls off the jam.
Ooh, that was fast. Game 2 of the
Battle of the B-sides.
Battle
here.
of the B-sides here in Philadelphia. Always sunny and muggy in Philadelphia.
Well, it's been too sunny the past couple of days.
Woo.
It was cloudy and cooler yesterday, thankfully. It cooled off the 100 and some degrees we've been having all week.
But it's back. It is.
I haven't been
back to
outside.
hot. It's gross.
I know if I go in that back hallway, I'll feel it if it's that bad.
It's muggy.
Ugh.
All right. We've got Battle Aid into the box. We've got another quick jam called.
Let's give a shout out to Annihilator from the Rebels. Go, 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 Annihilator.
Quick and to the point. Love a quick shout out.
For Columbia, if you're still in here, I have a pile of your shout outs to give to you here when I see your team again. I know that you expressed some interest in that, but we're off on our next jam. You know, and I forgot to get the clarification here on if that's Trix or Trixie.
It is Trix.
It is Trix.
I got
okay.
clarification.
Look at that. You're well, Trix is going to get a track cut.
Trix in the penalty box. Judge Wapner making a clarification.
Yeah, that's actually Judge Double Wapner.
Double Wapner,
Yes.
my bad. Yep. Thought it was a single Wapner.
Well, there's two there.
Yeah. And we've got Ghost Skate coming around the bend. Coming through for a... Now, Ghost Skate seems to have lead jam here. Got Ghost Skate with lead jam.
Oh. Yeah, Trix is gonna get that low block. Came in crashing, taking out number 39.
Ghost Skate's recycled to the back. Low block, I see.
39. I don't. Okay, that's Beyblade.
Ghost Skate trying to make their way through that pack.
Look at that one-on-one blocking at the bottom of the pack by 221
Yeah.
or 227. Wicked Butterfly.
And Ghost Skate calls it. Calls the jam.
We have a shout out here. This goes to our host, Philly Roller Derby Juniors, and specifically to Devoid of Mercy. From the Rebels, thanks for solving our helmet situation and hosting a wonderful tournament. So a little love there to our hosting team, Philly Derby Juniors.
Aw. That's so
Apparently
nice.
there was a helmet situation.
There was a helmet situation.
Well, yeah, we don't know what the situation was. I'm curious myself. But,
I know what it was.
oh,
There was a helmet in a piece of luggage that got lost.
oh no.
And a skater had no helmet because it went to, like, the wrong airport.
Well, those helmets are not cheap.
No.
The S1 with the face shield runs around 150 now.
And you can't skate without a helmet.
Nope, no, you do need that.
So, fortunately, we had a selection of helmets.
I think 2 or 3 years ago when we hosted playoffs, we had a visiting team. One of the coaches had their vehicle actually stolen right here in Philadelphia.
That's right.
And they had 2 of the skaters had their gear on that. And
Their
Philly stepped in to the rescue and
That's
lent
right.
them the gear to play in their game against them.
And I will tell you, it was a community of people who pitched in to outfit those skaters.
Certainly a classy culture here at Philly Juniors. It's about Junior Derby as a whole, the bigger picture, and we're certainly glad to facilitate that.
Well, we'll take some credit, but it really is a village of people working together to make it work.
At the end of the day, we're all here for the same thing.
Absolutely.
Just wearing different names on our shirts.
We're here for good derby. That's what we're here for.
And we're having it this weekend. We're only in game 2.
Absolutely.
We saw that 1-point win here a little while ago by Denver. We'll talk about that more if there's a little time here later on in the game.
We've got Locomotive out there. Locomotive's in the penalty box. Take that back, sorry.
Yeah.
But coming out of the penalty box shortly. Here we go.
Power start here in favor of the Rebels.
And Sour Power with lead jam here. Sliding right through.
Yeah, Sour Power punches through that 2 wall. Well, not literally, but gets through that 2 wall and gets those 4 points. And Locomotive heading back to the penalty box. So Rebels looking at another power jam.
Power jam. Sour Power.
New England throwing their defense at the top of the pack against Sour Power.
Absolutely.
Sour Power, though, is out now. This is a 12-point run.
And Locomotive's back in the game. Sour Power working up. Locomotive through that line.
Yeah, Locomotive completing an initial pass, but that jam is over. We want to give a shout out here to Ruby Rocket from New England Junior Derby. Go Rubes. You rock, Ruby Rocket, from your older sis. Oh, I wish they would. I'm not sure what that word there is in the middle. And Mumsy Wumsy. Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
May have to verify that they write legibly on these shout-outs.
Annihilator.
That might be Elmer.
Elmer.
That might be Elmer.
Elmer.
We're going to put this in the New England pile.
Just to answer your question about when is Columbia playing next, they're playing tomorrow at 9 a.m., I believe.
Ah, they got the sunrise
They've
game.
got the early game tomorrow morning. That's my understanding.
Hopefully they found a pool to crash in for the rest of the day. If it's as hot as it looks out there, you can see the sun's out.
And I don't think really they're here for the rest of the day. I think I saw a big Columbia exodus after that last game.
Well, we do have their shout-outs here. They did want some of those for their skaters.
They'll want them. I think they'll want them for the
Wicked
encouragement
Butterfly
for the
out
next
with now
game.
lead for the Rockin' City Rebels.
1-7. What was that penalty? Did you catch that penalty?
I didn't catch the hand
I didn't
signal.
catch it either.
Yeah.
I'm not great at penalties, Carnage. I'm still learning.
So I guess that's a credit to Stanier Laney not getting a lot of penalties if you're not learning what they are, right?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Score now, Rebels 190, New England 31.
We're in Jam 7, Jam 8.
Yeah, this is Slamilton.
It'll be Jam 8.
Slamilton jamming for the Rebels and Ghost Skate for New England. I have a friend, Slamilton, who skates at Lehigh Valley Roller Derby. I'll be there in a few weeks. I made sure that she knows that she has another Slamilton name twin.
And Slamilton calls off the jam with a 12-point jam.
All right, just under 20 minutes to go. Shout out here for Trix from Rocking City. You got this. Rock with your team. Love, Mom.
Aw, Mom.
Did Livid leave some? I think your daughter left some of these, or maybe they were a gift. I don't know. She leaves everything over here: phones, candy.
We've got KW Kills back in. But Ruby Rocket picks up lead jam. I tell you, those shout-outs work.
Hey, for $1 to get lead jammer, it might be a worthy trade-off there.
Right? KW Killa back in from the penalty box. And Ruby Rocket picking up some points. Lead jammer coming around the bend. And stepping through and calling it off. Nice job by Ruby Rocket. Nice job.
Let's give some shout outs here. This is for Trix from Rockin' City. Play with your heart. Your dad would be so proud. Rockin' City is certainly with the bulk of the shout outs here for this game. Sour Power now versus Moxie. It's a 5-on-5 jam. Our penalty box is clear.
Here comes Moxie fighting their way through this Rocket City.
Sour Power juking to the inside.
Solid defense. And a nice star pass by New England.
Yeah, that's Fire Flyer taking that
was
star.
Beautiful. And jam is called. We're just about at the halfway point of the second half. Game 2. Here at the inaugural, I love
Yes,
that word,
that's
inaugural.
Great choice of words. I
Thank
wouldn't
you.
have thought to use
It's a big word.
inaugural. That's 4 syllables
Yep.
right there. It's a lot to deal with.
First ever
But
and inaugural.
Very much the right way to phrase that. Because from what I understand, this was presented to the JRDA
Yeah.
and something that we're going to pursue in the future.
That's right. And it's the first ever and inaugural. And what is the actual name? The inaugural
Battle of the B-sides?
Battle of the
Yes.
B-sides
Of course,
championships.
we're coming off
Amazing.
the last 2 weekends of regional playoffs. As we know, Philly will be going to championships. It was a track cut going to a Riot Girl.
Columbia's going to championships.
Yes, I
Philly's
know.
going to championships.
Pittsburgh is going to championships this year for
Pittsburgh,
the second time.
the
They went there
second
in
time.
2023 as well.
We've got Denver, but not this Denver. We've got FOCO.
Oh, well,
The other Denver.
The FOCO, yes.
Pixies. Pixies going to. This is all open
As you say,
division.
the usual suspects for
Yeah.
champs.
Yeah.
Of course, we remember that FOCO Philly game last season at Champs
Who
where
could forget?
that 3-point win there by no Gus,
Who
no
could
glory.
forget? A nail biter. And Des Moines.
And before that was the Pixies Philly game with that. Well, yeah, let's not relive that.
Well, we don't talk about that. All right, no lead jammer yet. No lead jammer yet.
Some nice defense by the Nautical Nightmares blockers.
Look at all that defense.
HK stepping in with that
Look at
defense.
all that defense. And we've got. Oh.
HK bringing Riot Girl all the way
we've
back.
got-
So
got
a
4-4.
4-4, all that hard work, and it's a wash for both teams.
That's how it goes in Derby sometimes.
Yes.
All that work.
Shout out here for Wicked Butterfly from RCR. We love you, love your second set of parents.
Pants?
Parents.
Parents.
Let's clarify.
Parents. Aw, I love a second set of parents.
Well, I mean, it's Junior Derby. You know, I'm sure that happens. Everyone becomes family, and
Yeah. And sometimes it's good to have a second set of pants too.
absolutely.
You know, just in case.
That you're wearing
Yeah.
2 right now.
Yeah. I'm only wearing one, but it is good to have 2. A backup pants.
You never know. So we are in a timeout called by, I believe, the New England bench.
There you go.
208-47 is our score with the Rebels in the lead. That's from coming to us from Round Rock, Texas, all the way to Philadelphia.
I always find it interesting when the 2 teams switch sides at intermission. They switch sides.
I believe the reasoning for that is so that if there's a vantage point on one side that may give them an advantage in the game, it's then given to the other team.
Absolutely makes sense. And the jam lead refs.
The jam refs switch as well, yes.
Find that
It's
absolutely interesting.
It's to even things out. Not that we're saying it happens, but if a jammer referee if they're not on the same, let's say they're set the same level, but if they do things differently, at least it's going to be applied to both teams.
It's It's a great way to be fair.
Yes.
I love it.
Unless you're the jam ref and you follow the wrong jammer, which we've never done before. Ever.
These are some quick jams.
Yes.
It's a quick jam.
Now we're moving into a timeout by our officials.
Another timeout.
T-Bone throwing some stuff, I think. Is that T-Bone?
Yeah, it's
It's
T-Bone.
our jam timer. And let's give a shout out here to Amaya Geddin from the Rebels. Kick some booty. That's for Amaya. That's for Amaya Geddin. Like the stack of, not Columbia. Rockin City has this big pile of shout outs here. Like they're owning the shout outs for this game.
Yeah,
We've only
Rockin City.
got not many from New England. I still have, oh my gosh, half a dozen to go. But we got a couple here. This is for Philly. I think we'll hang on to the Philly one for the Philly game.
That sounds good. That's coming
Yeah,
up
we
next.
don't-
Is that coming up
Yeah,
next?
that's still a little way. I think we're taking a break after this game.
Oh, that's right. Philly's playing at 3:30.
Yes,
Is that right?
3:30. That's going to be
3:30.
seed 1, which is Philly, versus the winner of game 1, which is going to be Denver. So,
Philly, Denver.
ooh, yeah, that's going to be
Coming
that's
up
going to be a
next
game.
at
You
3:30
be here at
Eastern time.
3:30
right
p.m. Time now is 12:30 Eastern time. So they got some time to pump up for that.
So when the refs are having these timeouts, this is just a ref powwow. Is that what that says? This is a
Sometimes
ref conversation. Sometimes they're talking about.
if there's a correction to the scoreboard or the clock or any reason that, yes.
Yeah.
Any kind of maybe anything that might come up that they might have to delay the game.
They're not discussing pizza toppings then.
Well, they
They're not-
probably are.
Okay, they could be.
But they
Okay.
never include the announcers when they want to
Okay.
order pizza.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're back. And we're back.
This is going to be a 5-on-5 jam. New England with their 4-wall at the top of the pack. Rebels 216. 47 for New England. With 12 minutes to go to our game. We'd like to thank 888. Skate with confidence, whether your sport involves 2, 4, or 8 wheels. And hey, there's a whistle. So we're going to hear one whistle shortly to start the game. We'll take care of that later on. I think, let's see who we got. Ghost Skate picking up lead for the New England Nautical Nightmares.
Nice.
And Sour Power with the star for Rockin City Rebels. Ooh, with a tumble there coming around the apex.
Sour Power sneaks it through there.
Yeah, the Ghost Skate on a scoring pass. Ghost Skate
coming
gets
through, coming
through.
around the band.
Yeah, nice scoring
Nice
pass there.
job. Oh. Ghost Skate's back up, and recycled around the back. And
All right, Sour Power is out with 4 points for the Rebels, and there's a track cut hand signal. Let's see, that's going to be, though, that's going to put Ghost Skate off in the penalty box.
we've got Sour Power getting blocked. Get that pack moving forward. And Sour Power's pushing through. I see Ghost Skate on their feet. coming back into the pack here. With 11 seconds left in this jam. And that's the end of Jam 13. We've got about 10 minutes left on the scoreboard in second half here.
And a shout out here for Rockin City. Great defense. Keep it up.
This game really is about offense and defense. It's really about both.
I feel like defense doesn't always get the attention that they deserve.
Absolutely.
We did see at the end of Hoagie Roll when Crooked River played, they didn't take the win, but their defense, they were holding back those Brawl Stars jammers like it was their profession. But hey, back to our game. We've got Revolver jamming for the Rebels, and
That's
Revolver is lead.
We haven't seen a lot of Revolver.
We did see
this
some
half, not this half.
Earlier we saw quite a bit and some star passes.
That's right. That's right.
New England with a 2-wall at the top of the pack, taking Revolver down.
Revolver does have lead jammer. I think it's easy to not see the work that the defense is always doing.
It's okay.
In this
Thank you.
game.
Thank you.
And I think the pivot is underappreciated for the work they're always doing.
Kind
too.
of working that double roll there.
Yep.
You have to be ready to take that star whenever your jammer hands it to you, and knowing where to be when that star pass occurs.
100%.
A lot of work. As I learned how to play the game myself and get in those packs, I realize there's a lot I never understood goes into how to play Derby, and I've been in Derby for 15 years. But when you're out there, it's like, wow, everything's got little details, and I never would have thought of where the pivot has to be.
Understanding it in your head and I think playing it are totally
absolutely
different.
Not the same.
Yeah.
Yes, I can tell you, if you have the star, get through the pack.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that go inside there.
Punky Bruiser.
Yeah, New England with a nice defense at the top of the pack there. A tripod with a catch.
Holding back, am I again?
Moxie working the butt of that tripod along with, let's see who's the other blocker there. That's number 17, Fireflyer.
Moxie seems to be ambidextrous. Offense and defense.
Yes. And a star pass to Moxie.
Ah.
And it looks like that is not a complete star pass.
What would stop a star pass from being completed?
Well, a couple different things. A star pass has to be in the engagement zone and obviously on the track. And obviously we're not officials over here.
Right.
But it looks like perhaps that star pass might have been with pushing the track boundary. Not sure if it was in or out of bounds or not, but whatever happened there, the star pass is not complete. So what happened was the pivot went out of play as a blocker. So you are bound to those in-play, out-of-play rules as a blocker, and that's why there's the pivot in the box. Didn't quite catch the details on why the star pass had failed.
Wish I had a instant replay button. Ooh, out of the gate. We got 2 jammers out of the gate.
We'll have the live feed. Ooh. We'll have the live feed after this, which is our instant replay.
I love that.
Shout out to Drucifer for being our official live feed provider.
And And the jam is called.
Yeah, 4-4, all said and done. New England, they're at 57, and Rebels 239 with 5 minutes to go. Shout out for Punky Bruiser from the Nautical Nightmares. This is from all the families. Punky, you are amazing for making all the great signs. Very important job. We thank you for that.
Number 320. Sour Power. And right on through that pack. Making their way around, picking up points. And we've got Fireflyer jamming for New England. Fireflyer just staying in there. Nice. Nice, Fireflyer. Here comes Sour Power. And the jam is called.
So if you have a dollar shout out that is for somebody in another game, like we have a couple here for Philly, we're going to hang on to these until the Philly game. We want to make sure that the people who are supposed to hear it will be hearing it. And so we'll hold these for later on. I do have one here for Emma from Rockin City. Nice coaching debut you got there. Love Tori.
Aw, that's sweet. And the last couple of minutes of the game here. Been an exciting second game of the Battle of the B-Sides here in Philly.
Yes, Hamilton picking up lead, moving through that pack without even slowing down.
Whoa, looking nice. Rocket City looking so good.
Hamilton on another scoring pass, just about gets through on the inside, but is taken down by HK.
Do you know what HK stands for?
I do not.
It stands for Helen Killer. And there are two Helen Killers.
You had me there for a minute.
So one had to be HK.
I know that duplicate numbers were always a thing, but I suppose you can. Well, the names really don't matter because officiating-wise, it goes by number. So I suppose you could still do it that way, though.
Well, one decided to just go to HK.
HK. Okay, it's first time seeing two people who've had that situation before.
There you go. There you go.
We have I believe this is a team timeout for New England. So let's give a shout out here for Ghost Gate from New England. That is Get 'em Ghosty. Add that to the New England pile here. We're down to 2 shout outs. We had a pretty large pile going into the second half. I think I feel the heat radiating in now from the ceiling.
You can feel it. Well,
Yeah.
you know, the lights have been changed
Yes,
here.
you don't hear the light that you used to hear up there.
You used to hear them, and I think they added to the discomfort and the heat maybe a little bit in here.
Could be.
So much better.
All right, back to our game. 200-point difference, 257-57. Rebels in that lead.
25757. Play that number tonight. 2.5 minutes left. Something like that.
Yes, and it's a 5-minute jam. 5 on 5. I hope it's on a 5-minute jam.
That's against the rules.
Moxie 777 picking up. Yeah, no comments from Andrew Key. We know what happened. Let's not talk about it. Track cut called on Moxie, so it's a power jam in the hands of the Rebels. That jam called off early.
Another quick jam.
Yeah, let's give a shout out here to Sour Power from Rockin City. Nice jamming, girly. You're so good. Keep it up. So a timeout by our officials with a minute and a half left to our period clock. Let's give a thank you to Triple Eight. Skate with confidence. Whether your sport involves 2, 4, or 8 wheels, Triple Eight is the leading global brand of helmets and protective gear worn by everyone from beginners to the best skate athletes in the world. Philly Juniors would like to thank Triple Eight for helping to protect our brains again this season. I think there is a helmet raffle going on over there. Those raffle tickets are at the entrance of our rink. And quite a few baskets up there. I think I saw about half a dozen or so. So plenty of time between now and the next game at 3:30 to take part in our raffles.
There will be a break between this game and the next game at 3:30. The All-Stars will be doing a practice out here during that time.
Okay.
So you'll see
Some familiar faces, who may all going to champs, and then a good number of whom are going to Australia here.
That's right.
For World Cup.
That's right. Everybody wearing their Triple Eight helmets, protecting their dome pieces, as my husband calls it.
Some of my pads are old, but I did get a new helmet when I began the play.
Brain buckets.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it is a Triple Eight. I do like the fit of my. I have the Triple Eight with the face shield, and it fits beautifully.
I have Triple A on my car.
I have that too.
Yes. Yeah. So it's nice to have a little break between the game 2 and game 3. Everybody can go get some lunch, have a little siesta.
We do have that Wawa in our parking lot.
We do. You can take a little
Host, as we know, are one of the sponsors of our annual hoagie roll.
Oh, they are. That's right. Is that why it's called the hoagie roll?
Yes.
Also because it's in Philly. Oh, and we're back. And skates roll.
See, the puns just keep on coming.
And hoagies go on a roll. Thank you. And we have Wicked Butterfly out first, lead jammer. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in this in this period 2.
Well, probably going to be right around the same.
Yeah, they are just about the same, yep. They're just a few seconds off here. And we've got Moxie back out on the track from the penalty box. And Wicked Butterfly back out on the track, through the pack, I should say. This looks like one jam left.
Yeah, we have time to squeeze one more jam out of this game.
One more jam for the sandwich.
And on that note, let's give a shout out here to Psych from the Rockin City Rebels. I don't think I'm supposed to say that. Okay. This is from those weirdos who drove 1,700 miles on no sleep to get you here. Woo. Not to be very specific or anything. And that note is, well, we actually have one more dire shout out coming here.
Oh.
Go Psych, we're so proud of you. And that is from those weirdos who drove 1,700 miles on no sleep to get you here.
Nice.
I thought my hour 45-minute drive in from Harrisburg was
all right.
Steep.
No sleep till Nurk. All right.
Oh, and a toe stop is off. And it doesn't seem like that's going to stop Locomotive at all.
Locomotive, no toe stops.
Well, oh. They are not letting KW Killa get through. Locomotive, 86 a toe stop, does come out with 4 points.
No toe stop motive.
I reffed a game one time and lost a toe stop. I know I lost it, and I fell 3 times trying to stop to get it with a transition toe stop, and I kept telling myself, I have no toe stop. That did not stop me from trying to. So we have an unofficial score, 276-61. We have one last shout out here that came in at the last minute. This is for Wicked Butterfly of Rockin City. Okay, girl, I see you. Good job on jamming and blocking. Love Tori. Tori's certainly getting a certain number of shout outs in here. I hear you saying things, but I can't make out what they are. Okay, rolling whistle makes this official. New England 61, Rebels taking the win back to Texas at some point this weekend. 276. Hard fought game by both teams. We're going to line up for our victory lap here. Give them a round of applause.
Good job, teams. That's some good derby.